President, Lagos, please be seated. The President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, former President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Vice President and members, Chairman of the Trade Promotion Board as well as Member Trade Promotion Board, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. We are here as hosts to the National Council, Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, led by its President, Babatunde Ogutade, FIN FCIB. Please shall we put our hands together for the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. I'm sure in the course of their presentation they will tell you how long, but I've never missed them. Every year that I've been here, NCIRB has been a part of special days. Please let's give them another round of applause for that. For their consistency in reaching out. Please, the second role is exclusively reserved for members of the NCIRB. You belong to the council directly, or you belong to one of the agencies within the council, please, this is for insurance brokers. Those of us who are patronizing you will hear from you. Thank you. Mr. President, please permit me to quickly present to this august gathering the President and Chairman Governing Board of the NCIRB, Prince Babatunde Adeleke Ogutade, FIN FCIB. Is here this afternoon with a powerful team. We have the Deputy President, Mrs. Ekioma Ezebe, FCIB. The Vice President, Mrs. Olufunke Adenusi, MNI, FCIB, is also present. Oh, I will skip the next person. For obvious reasons, I will skip the next person. We have the Honorary Treasurer, FCIB. And Regional Head, Western Region, Here's Insurance Group, Mrs. Temidayo Samuel Molumo. Molumo? Is it Molumo or Molumo? Molumo. Okay. Molumo. Malomo is different. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma. So, with that as it may I now present we are claiming now. We invited, I know you invited him, but we are claiming him. May I now present to this august gathering the leadership of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, led by Mr. Gabriel Idahosa, President Lagos Chamber, FCA, President Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Your former Vice President, your former President, our former President, who will now claim him now, Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, OON, CFR. They have put FCIB, sir. I will add FCA too. Please put your hands together for Otuba Olawale Cole, two-time commissioner in Lagos State. And then we also have with us our vice presidents. Let me first start with the man who started with the responsibility of crossing the T's and dotting the I's of the Lagos International Trade Fair, Prince Abimbola Olashore, FCA. He's a vice president of Lagos Chamber of Commerce. He's ably assisted on that board by another vice president of the chamber, the person of Engineer Okweyemi Aminu. He's also a vice president of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And without further ado, because we have a very long day today, I don't want to spend too much time on protocols. I'd like to invite the President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in the person of Mr. Gabriel Idahosa, FCA, who is statutorily charged with the responsibility of formally welcoming our distinguished guests. Mr. President, sir.
Ashiwaju, Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, CON, is most a distinguished leader of the insurance industry. When he walked in, I saw the insurance people almost eating him, trying to eat him up because it's one of the big leaders in your industry. But we also claim him as our immediate past president. So it's a real pleasure to have you, sir, with us this morning. The vice presidents that have been earlier introduced of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, other leaders of LCCI, on behalf of the council and the entire Lagos Chamber of Commerce membership, I want to welcome the chairman of Council of NCIRB, Prince Babatunde Oguntade, and the leadership of that very, very critical body in the insurance industry. A lot of us outside the insurance industry don't understand the place of the insurance brokers in the industry, but those of us who know that you are the wheel that turns the insurance industry. And I was saying to Prince Oguntade that we are very, very proud in LCCI, very, very proud of the partnership between LITF and the NCIRB. In fact, the MC, who is not a member of LCCI, mentioned it that every time he has come, NCIRB has always been part of our DNA in these events. So I want to thank the leaders of the insurance industry, represented by your council, for this partnership. And we want to see it grow every year, because this is where a lot of people who come to your stand learn more about the industry every year. A lot of people who don't have the benefits of coming to your offices, when they come here and they learn about the industry is critical. Those of you in the industry, you have the knowledge of what it is. But a lot of people don't even know how critical insurance is to themselves and the industry. So this partnership is very valuable to us, and I want to thank you for sustaining it, and hope that you pass it on to the next president, next chairman and president of council, president and chairman of council of NCIRB. Okay. So yes, so message delivered, right? Our generic theme for this fair, as you know, and this is something very well known to insurance brokers. It is connecting businesses, creating value. That is the theme of the LITF. And for you as insurance brokers, you know the deeper meaning of that. The Nigerian insurance sector has experienced commendable growth over the recent years, showing resilience and adaptability in the face of the we face. According to the Nigerian Insurance Commission, the industry recorded a gross premium income of approximately $550 billion naira in 2023, a 13% increase from the previous year. But that, we believe, it's small compared to what the insurance industry can do, and we believe that this is one of the avenues to grow that. We should be talking of gross premium in the trillions. If you want to look at South Africa, Egypt, and other comparable economies. But we are happy with where we are, but we need to grow much more than that. This growth has been primarily driven by increased awareness, expanding customer base, and an improved regulatory environment. In particular, health, agriculture, and energy insurance sectors have grown significantly, with new policies targeting underserved and high-risk segments. Several factors have fueled this growth trajectory. First, there has been a marked increase in awareness about the importance of insurance as a risk management tool among Nigerians, which has amplified the ongoing advocacy and education efforts by NCIRB and NICOM. Second, the use of technology in the form of digital insurance platforms has made policies more accessible, especially to younger and tech-savvy customers. InsurTech innovations have facilitated the development of micro-insurance products that are affordable and flexible, appealing to the informal sector, which comprise about 80% of Nigeria's workforce. Additionally, regulatory reforms implemented by NICOM have improved transparency and strengthened consumer confidence, making insurance more attractive to both individuals and corporate bodies. These reforms have included strict compliance requirements, mandatory capital increases for insurance companies, and a focus on consumer protection. NCIRB has been pivotal in ensuring that its member brokers adhere to these standards, thus safeguarding clients and enhancing the credibility of the industry. Despite the industry's positive strides, it faced some challenges. One of the most significant is Nigeria's persistently low insurance penetration rate, which hovers at about 0.5%, contrasting with South Africa's 13%, for example. This low penetration rate is primarily due to economic constraints, cultural misconceptions, and a lack of trust in the industry at various levels of economic actors. Many Nigerians perceive insurance as a complex and inaccessible service, which has hindered market growth in the past. Furthermore, macroeconomic factors, inflation, foreign exchange volatility, and an unpredictable policy environment create additional barriers to sustain insurance industry expansion. The overarching goal of the Lagos International Trade Fair is to create value by supporting the market aspirations of our exhibitors, including domestic investors, foreign investors, bilateral trade services, multinationals, and conglomerates, and the insurance associations and leaders like the NCIRB. Particularly in the era of AFCFTA, we feel that the Nigerian insurance industry should be in the forefront. We shouldn't be catching up with other countries' insurance industries. And this is one conversation we would like to have wherever we are engaging with our insurance industry. Tomorrow, AFREXIM and AFCFTA will be here. And we'll be happy if some of the leaders of your industry are here to talk about the African insurance packets. And of course, how Nigeria is going to play in that. Our global perspective in LCCI is that in every industry, Nigeria should be in front. Now we are in front in creative industry, in the tech. We are acknowledged as the leaders in Africa. But why can't we be the leaders in the insurance industry in the African market? This is a conversation I would like in handling big international deals for the oil and gas, maritime and aviation sectors that have hitherto engaged foreign insurance brands for their top-rated insurance transactions. And we have a lot of the big companies in this fair. You can see some of them there whose insurance is going outside most of it is going outside the country. And we are concerned at LCCI that this is an area that needs to be significantly addressed. We also call on government to patronize local insurers for their massive insurance client deals as much as possible. LCCI has consistently hosted LITF for the past 38 years. And over these years, the fair has become the biggest and the best in West and Central Africa. This is a testimony to the Chamber's commitment to trade promotion, bilateral trade relations, and the advancement of the Nigerian economy. In response to the yearnings of the business world, the events of this year's fair are enhanced with the Africa Hall and the B2B sessions. Yes, as I mentioned, we have the Africa Hall there. I will encourage the NCIRB to visit that hall and in fact engage with AFREXIM, who are there. We are very, very intentional about this conversation about NCIRB and the Africa insurance market. We shouldn't lose the opportunity to take a leadership space in the AFCFTA in the Africa insurance market. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the NCIRB Special Day, and I look forward to a very successful participation of NCIRB, not just this year, but for many years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. From the program that is available to me, we are going to talk. So let's just take a breather with the Nigerian Navy Band. 2 minutes, Navy Band, please entertain us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, please, if you are the owner of this car, registration number KJ178JE, please, you are blocking somebody else's car. Kindly move from the car park so that the person they are blocking can go. Meanwhile, I'd like to invite the President, Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, who is also the Chairman of Council, Prince Babatunde Oguntade, to please step forward and present his address. Prince Babatunde Adeleke Oguntade, FIN FCIB.
Say that you've taken the baton and you've not wasted a second in picking the race. We at NCIRB are proud to be associated with the LCCI. It is our joint effort, and it's our dream to connect businesses. We continue to connect businesses and continue to create value. That is the most important thing to these two bodies. And I congratulate you on the theme for this year. Well, I want to recognize the representative of Lagos State Government, if they are here. I want to recognize my leader, Ashiwaju of the universe, President, every professional body except ICANN. Ashiwaju Dr. Michael Aleko, the 10th president of the NCIRB and the immediate past president of the SCCI. I'll recognize my able deputy, Mrs. Ekioma Esther Ezibe, FCIB. The Vice Chairman, or the Vice Chairman, or the Vice President, my real brother, Prince Abimbola Olashore, and Mr. Aminu, I recognize you. My sister and friend, she's just been orphaned. So if you see her looking lonely, that's the way they feel. Mrs. Olufunke Abidemi Adenusi, MNI, FCIB, you are recognized. And the man who keeps our money, Mr. Sunday Malomo, FCIB. One of our beloved sponsors is here. ES Group is represented by my sister, Mrs. Molumo. Good morning. The Secretariat of the NCIRB is ably led by Dr. Benga Falade. You are welcome. Managing Director, CEOs of insurance companies, Managing Director, CEOs of broking companies, students of insurance from institutions around Lagos. I can see Lagos State University of Science and Technology, among others. You are welcome. You are still in the incubator. This is part of the incubating process. I welcome you. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, members of the public. Before I go into my own speech, there are issues that were raised by the speech of our erudite president, Mr. Gabriel Idausa. He spoke about the value that has been created in our relationship, and he went on to invite us to be part of aphorism. And I just want to be quick to mention that beyond aphorism, the NCIRB has been notable in the drive for the African trade, particularly in the area of insurance. I must be quick to tell members here that my deputy president is the chairman of ACTA in the insurance industry, and she's been there to see that there's this successful delivery, that there's what do they call it? There's no, you know, when a woman, there's no stillbirth in that process. And I promise you, by the time when she'll be leading the NCIRB to this delegation in a year's time, she will be able to tell you how far the journey is. But I can assure you, we're going to be at our present stand. We are going to be there. We are going to give them our views. We are going to share our thoughts with them. And of course, we'll continue to create value. It is therefore my pleasure to welcome you and appreciate the presence of everyone that has come to grace this Insurance Day. At the moment, this is an annual event, and the NCIRB has been part of this for maybe about 4 years now. But I can assure you, at the NCIRB, we ensure that whatever gives value, we maintain. I can tell you on behalf of Mrs. Ezibe that she'll be here with our team next year, and I'll follow them. And I'm sure you will be with us. So we shall continue to command the attendance of high and net worth investors and consumers of goods across the globe, just like the intent of this forum. I am deeply impressed that the event is held today and has created another opportunity of social interaction and fraternizing among insurance operators and expected consumers of insurance. It has also afforded me the opportunity to personally and physically appreciate the support of all participants across the industry who had contributed to make today a reality. May I also appreciate all our guests who may be curious about the roles and responsibilities of an insurance broker. Also permit me to seize this opportunity to congratulate the management of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry the organizer of this annual Lagos International Trade Fair, which has continued to live up to its expectation of connecting businesses and creating values. As the yearly theme as this year's theme stipulates, the fair bridges the gap between business by providing platform for networking and partnership opportunities across new markets and customers, collaboration and business matchmaking. Well, matchmaking, yes. Sustaining the marriages is our own business. Because it is the role to sustain every business. It is the role of insurance to make sure that businesses survive. Insurance is the only business that survives to make other businesses survive. And for this, we are grateful that you have continually provided the opportunity for us to exchange ideas. And like I said earlier, we shall be looking forward to the aphorism visit to see what we can. Today, as you are aware, is not a day for long speeches. However, within this ample opportunity, may I crave your indulgence to inform you that the place of insurance in any developing economy cannot be overemphasized. As a matter of fact, the growth of a nation's economy is inextricably tied to the growth of its insurance. By this I mean, there's no nation, there's no economy that can grow beyond the level of insurance appreciation. All the businesses that are here today, the insurance content for those businesses are crucial, because that is the only business that ensures that those businesses will be there tomorrow. Should there be a calamity, any of those businesses will still have a setback. But what creates a platform to remove the setback or to enliven the business all over again is insurance. And as insurance brokers, what we do is to make sure that we provide a nexus between insurers and will-be consumers of insurance in a way that it will be long-lasting, in a way that will be a win-win situation and a symbiotic situation, such that both the consumer of insurance and the seller of insurance will feel relieved. There's a passage in the Bible that says, so that the sower and the reaper may both be happy. And that is what insurance stands to do. Insurance is an arrangement that simply allows you to take the volume of risk that may even be beyond your capacity by transferring that excess, even the entire risk, to somebody who has taken a little sum, an ample sum of money that we call premium, so that you can continue to do your business, continue to face the risk that faces your business are taken over by insurance companies. Then you can just do the technicalities, the artifacts of making money, the naira and kobo things that are very important to you. And you need an insurance broker at every point that you need to sign a contract. Because no matter how educated you may be, even if you are a lawyer and you are not versed in the aspect of insurance law and the technicalities of insurance underwriting, you cannot claim to have ample knowledge of what insurance is talking about. Both subjects I have studied, and I know there's a clear difference and margin between them. And I want to encourage everybody in this room to contact an insurance broker this minute. It is when you contact an insurance broker that you now hear stories, that when you fail to contact an insurance broker, that you hear stories that touch. But not only you hear stories that touch, don't go to an underwriter directly. There are brokers in the 774 local governments of Nigeria. And in Lagos, you have so many of them. If you are in doubt, just get in touch with the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. We have a list of registered insurance brokers. If anybody claims to be a registered insurance broker, just go to ncirb.net, www.ncirb.net, and you will see the list of insurance brokers. You will not be misled. It will be expedient for me to seize this opportunity once again to appreciate that insurance brokers are risk managers, financial intermediaries, and economic advisors. We facilitate economic growth by enhancing financial inclusion, mitigating risks, and protecting businesses, individuals, and government assets notwithstanding. Our expertise enables entrepreneurs and small business owners to continue to face all those risks without fear, ensuring their ventures thrive. I urge key business owners, political leaders, those who are here present today, to safeguard your assets and investments. Our expertise will help you to mitigate and navigate the areas of risk management, ensuring your business and personal risks are protected. The NCIRB as a body, we have quite a number of initiatives that has helped in the business space. We've been involved. The NCIRB just left here. We've been involved with them. We've spoken to them in order to help them to drive the areas of employers' liability risk management by involving brokers. We've spoken largely to the National Health Insurance Authority in a way to make sure that the slogan, health for all, is made a reality. And above all, we've always been there through corporate social responsibility by ensuring that people are involved and are informed of the various opportunities that they have to mitigate their risk and then manage their exposures. We shall continue to give corporate social responsibility to the areas of government. We supported government in several ways. So the NCIRB as a body that is over 62 years old has always been there to empower people. We've gone to schools. We have been involved in setting up insurance clubs. We've been involved in insurance for secondary educations. We've been donating textbooks, among other things. And then we've empowered the LCCI by ensuring that over 100 corporates of our members are members of the LCCI. I think we've done that for you. But I promise that we shall do much more. We'll want to strengthen the relationship further because I personally, being a member of the LCCI, have learned certain things in the areas of income streaming that are outside insurance broking that has made me richer by way of knowledge, and I hope at the end of the day I'll be richer by the volume of money in my pocket. The insurance in the NCIRB can claim, like the president said, that we should be driving towards the 1 trillion economy, in the 1 trillion premium income. We've gone beyond that. I can tell you, sir, that by the middle of this year, the insurance industry had generated over 936 billion by way of premium income. And as we speak, being the last quarter, I'm sure at the end of the year we'll have done maybe about 1.2 trillion by way of premium income to the industry. And of course, the GDP may continue to look abysmally low because what counts as insurance in Egypt and South Africa do not count as insurance in Nigeria. I give you the example of the pension fund that does not count as insurance here, but it is insurance elsewhere. The employer's liability that NCIRB is talking of trillions of naira today is part of insurance that has been taken away. And I tell you that if those ones had been there, the contributions of insurance to the GDP could now have been less than 17%. But we are left with the hard cells, compulsory motor insurance taken away from health. So if you bring those three pillars back to insurance, like they count in Egypt and South Africa, then we should be talking about 20%. I think we are doing well, but we can do better. Clap for yourselves. In conclusion, once again, I want to express our profound gratitude to the organizers of this event.
Kutade, one more time, President, Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. Prince, I know that during your tenure, you'll be receiving a large contingent of students of insurance from Lagos State University of Science and Technology, Ikorodu. Please rise up for recognition. They've been invited by NCIRB to this event. Please put your hands together for the students. These are insurance brokers in future, in waiting. Thank you very much for finding time to come all the way from Ikorodu. We are to have goodwill messages now, and Mrs. Temidayo Samuel Molumo. Aha, I'm right now. Please put your hands together. She's representing Heirs Insurance Group.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand on existing protocol. I'm Mrs. Temidayo Samuel Molumo. I work for Heirs Insurance Group. I think it's necessary that I appreciate our president, Prince Oguntade. I recognize you. I recognize your efforts for the industry. It's also good I mention and appreciate our council members for NCIRB. And to our father, Ashiwaju Dr. Cole, I recognize you, sir. And in absentia, I would also want to appreciate the contributions of one of our fathers in the NCIRB body. That's in person of Mr. Rotimi Edu, MNI. He's not here, but I believe it's also necessary that I mention his contributions. Students of insurance, I appreciate your presence. The general public and the press, you're welcome. I work for Heirs Insurance Group, as I've earlier mentioned. We are a digital company. We are out there to make the lives of people comfortable and make insurance simple. We make insurance simple across board. We are just 3 years old, but I can amaze you that in the 3 years of our birth, we've done excellently well. Our records are there, sparkling for verifications. In our revenue growth, we're really up there. And on our claims growth too, trust me, we have been up there. Year 2021 to 2022, we were at 226% growth. And I can tell you, and with all permission from the public, no insurance company has done this. So, it's of great pleasure this morning to also ask our body, the NCIRB body, to keep supporting insurance, to keep supporting our progresses, and to keep making sure that every underwriter out there does what we are supposed to do. When we look at our reason for being in business, that is in claims. It's of great pleasure to announce to you that between January to September end, we had paid out 1.9 billion naira claims. And I tell you, we still hope to do more. And to the general public, I can only comfort you to have nothing to do but to underwrite your businesses with Heirs Insurance Group. And to our students seated here, I'm sure very soon, one day, you would be in our shoes. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't be saying much. I want to say thank you once again for the partnership and for the way, particularly, the Executive Council of NCIRB has embraced Heirs Insurance Group. On behalf of my chairman, Mr. Tony Elumelu, I say thank you. On behalf of my MD, Mr. Wole Fayemi, I say thank you. God bless you all. And I want Daddy to please pardon me. I do recognize you. Mr. Gabriel Dahosa, FCA, thank you for hosting us. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ma. We have one of our honorary life vice presidents, Mr. Alo, with us. Please put your hands together for him. You're welcome, sir. May I now respectfully invite the president of NCCI, accompanied by the chairman of the Trade Promotion Board, to make a presentation to Prince Oguntade on behalf of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers for their presence at the 2024 Lagos International Trade Fair. Prince Oguntade, please come forward. You may wish to come with the Deputy President and the Vice President, as well as the former President. Prince Alo, Mr. Alo, please, you can join the President here. Sorry, okay. Engineer Aminu is here. So, Mr. President, sir.
It's a real pleasure to give you this acknowledgement of our gratitude to the NCIRB and a lot that has happened this afternoon. We want to, just by this token, establish our gratitude in your offices, so you will remember that you were here and that we expect to see you next year.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, while others go to sit down after the group photograph, I'd like to invite the Deputy President, NCIRB, Mrs. Ekoma Ezebe, NCIRB, to remain behind and move the vote of thanks. Madam.
Thank you. Yes, good morning, everyone. Or is it afternoon now? I'm sorry. On behalf of my dear President, the 22nd President of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, NCIRB, Prince Babatunde Adeleke Oguntade, FIIN, FCIB, may I thank the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry immensely for always providing this prestigious platform, a trade platform that is so widely known to be reputable, and for them to have held a fort every year to make this happen. And to say that the president of our council and indeed the entire membership of the NCIRB is proud to be associated with the LCCI. And let me therefore thank directly Mr. Charles Idahosa, FCA, the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you and the LCCI, and we proudly associate ourselves with you. And I assure you, God keeping us alive and well, we will be here again next year to do this together. Let me also thank the two vice presidents of the LCCI who are here with us this morning. Thank you very much. We have noted that you have a clear succession path like the NCIRB, and therefore it will be easy for the batons to keep exchanging as his tenure comes to an end. And I don't even know, maybe I should save him. I should save him for when I'm talking about my dear NCIRB, and you will know why when I get to him. um, our distinguished sponsors, as Insurance Group. Thank you so much. Please take back the NCIRB's thanks to your entire group. We are excellent proud of your brand. And we thank you for the things you do for the industry, and more importantly, the things that you do for the NCIRB. I also thank our other sponsors, Sovereign Trust Insurance PLC and Cornerstone Insurance PLC. Thank you so very much. Take back a huge thank you to your management. And you have always kept faith with us, so we look forward to another round of performance next year, and even a more resounding one. Our dear distinguished students, whether you're students of insurance or whether you are aspiring to read insurance, I say to you, thank you, our dear distinguished children. You are the greater tomorrows. You are the hope for our future. And please try and visit the stand of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers before you leave here. You will learn even more about this very lovely profession called the insurance profession, and more importantly, the insurance broking profession, being the professional arm of the insurance industry. We look forward to welcoming all of you there. And for the rest of us that are here, please visit our stand. My president has already explained to you the benefits of using a professional insurance broker to do your insurance placements. You can find us on our stand here. You can equally log in into our website, www.ncirb.net. Choose any broker of your choice. I assure you of excellent professional service. While you visit our stand here, please also interact with Hairs Insurance Group, interact with Sovereign Trust Insurance PLC, and interact with Cornerstone Insurance PLC. They are reputable amongst other reputable insurance companies, but they are the branded insurance companies for our outing at LCCI. Our dear President, Prince Babatunde Ogutade, it gives me so much pride and joy to talk about you, because you have carried our council to loftier heights. And I know you're even going higher. God will continue to strengthen you. And thank you for this yet excellent outing of the NCIRBs. And then I have the distinguished honor and privilege to talk about my 10th president, the 10th president of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, and our very well-respected past president, Ashiwaju Michael Olawale Ko, CON, who incidentally is also a past president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and actually the immediate past president. Thank you, sir, for introducing us to this veritable platform. Thank you also for ensuring that we have always kept faith with the LCCI, and I assure you that the battles will not be dropped by God's grace. And another adorable gentleman that it gives me joy to thank and also recognize on behalf of our president is our pioneer executive secretary and CEO of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, who is also, I think, a live president of the LCCI. I hope I'm correct. Dr. Remy Allo. Thank you very much, Dad. Thank you for always finding time to be with us. We know you're wearing double caps here, just like past President Olawale Ko, but it gives me more honor when I introduce you under the banner of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. We are very proud of you. Thank you. And our dear Vice President, Mrs. Olufunke Adenusi, MNI FCIB. Thank you very much, my dear sister, friend, and colleague, for being around for us to sustain our president to do the things that our council is proud of. And then the money man himself, the honorary treasurer of our council, Mr. Sunday Malomo. Thank you.
I want to seize this opportunity with due respect to the presidents, especially the president of NCCI. Please, the children of insurance from Lagos State Science and Tech, please step outside here and take photographs with the president of NCIRB, the former president, and of course our president, and of course the front row, in short, the front row. Please step out here. We won't take too much time. Please step out here. The 7 of you. Please quickly. You can say Dangote group already moving in. I want to believe that memories are made of this. Thank you very much for being part of today's event. Please don't forget to join NCIRB at the pavilion within the fair grounds. Of course, we also have very shortly the Dangote group. You know Dangote salt, you know Dangote sugar, you know Dangote cement. Of course, you have the petroleum industry now, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much for being part of this event. Paparazzi, thank you. Thank you. If I didn't call the children out, you wouldn't know you take photographs with them. Oh. Thank you, Naval Band. Please, shall we rise for the first stanza of the Nigerian national anthem? Hello. Please don't forget that the first 2 rows are reserved exclusively, please. The second row particularly is for Dangote Group management staff, managers of Dangote Group, please. Please. The second row is reserved for managers of Dangote Group, please.